The New Yorker magazine is all woke, all Democrat. They only vote for Biden. There's not going to be a Trump voter at the New Yorker. They have a podcast. They have Jerry Seinfeld on, asking him, "You're one of the most respected comedians ever. What happened to comedy?" And Jerry Seinfeld calls out woke culture, political correctness, which is what all of them voted for. The New Yorker voted for it, and so did Jerry Seinfeld. So I have very little sympathy over comedians going, "Where's our free speech?" Same with Bill Maher. How will you vote? Because you're voting to destroy your own job. It's kind of like being a coal miner and voting for Biden. And then they all go, "Wait, he promised to shut down all of our mining. And then where's our jobs?" I'm going like, I don't have sympathy for you. I'm sorry. He wasn't lying to you. Everyone told you. Seinfeld knows where all the political correct censorship is coming from for the last at least 30 years. You're not dumb, you're smart. And welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are and where we still defend humor. We want free speech. Good stuff here from Seinfeld.
Nothing really affects comedy.
Comedy is an absolute. We're going to start there. Nothing affects it. That is, it still exists. Even if you try and wipe it off the face of the earth, people will still, on the side, in direct messages, tell each other jokes. The kind of jokes that are on my direct messages, by the way, will probably land me in jail.
People always need it. They need it so badly, and they don't get it.
In defense of the arts, yes, we need them. We need it badly. It's part of being a human being. Comedy, performances, art, music, sculpture. So you don't want a culture to start destroying the most potent kind of entertainment, or the most potent kind of painting, or the most potent kind of comedy. We're better for having bigger forms of comedy.
It used to be you would go home at the end of the day. Most people would go, "Oh, Cheers is on. Oh, MASH is on. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore is on. All in the Family's on." You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we can watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it?
Political correctness destroyed it because they're trying to protect you. Protect your virgin ears from hearing anything foul. Even as individually, people have lost their manners and are more foul with each other, describing intimate sex acts, even to children, describing bodily functions, being crude to each other as it got coarsened. They became more puritanical about what can go into your head. You poor thing. We have to protect you from this, what is considered spicy comedy, which might be a man making fun of a woman, or that's a old form. It might be things that they consider racist, because everything is racist now. Everything is, or the humor has an element of putting someone down, like someone always takes a fall. And now they demand that you not let certain people take a fall. We kind of know who they all are, right? Women. You can't make fun of women. You can't let them take a fall. Only white men. Can't have minorities, not people in wheelchairs, not trans people.
This is the result of the extreme left and PC crap.
And this is the biggest thing that he's calling it out, the extreme left and PC crap, which, he's on the extreme left and he's going like, we did this. But usually they kind of go, "Oh, I wonder who did this." Both sides are puritanical. And it's not true. But compared to remember for years, I remember being in the 2000s trying to convince people the media had a bias. There's no media bias, Doug. You're seeing things. The bias goes both ways. There's Fox News, this little tiny one network, versus all of the other networks, as if they're equal, interchangeable, they're biased. No. People are seeing it now for what it is. The left does not believe in free speech, believes in erecting a giant government to limit your free speech, to spy on you, to punish you for your speech. And they have peer pressured comedy out of Hollywood, including entertainment. So what is there to do about it? Jerry Seinfeld, once again, has a very interesting thing at the end that I think all of us, even Christians and conservatives, can use as a tactic.
and people worrying so much about offending other people.
That is what is always used to remove your liberty, is the idea of safety. I will take away your freedom, but I will promise you safety. So I will keep people from being offended, but we'll just have to take the edges off of what you have to say, artist. Sorry, you can't just say what you want because people could get hurt.
When you write a script and it goes into 4 or 5 different hands, committees, groups, here's our thought about this joke, well, that's the end of your comedy.
That is about the structure and the system that's killing comedy in Hollywood. Is it goes through 4 and 5 committees and groups. By the way, I watched it happen firsthand in the 2005s, right when I was working for Nickelodeon. They always had an excuse for why they had to send you to sensitivity training, and why they couldn't allow, say, these terrible jokes to be said in the workplace or on TV. Is it was all in the name of litigation. They don't want to be sued for things you could do, say, or think. So in the name of going, look, Doug, this is just litigate legally. We can't let you say that to female employees on the job. We can't let you criticize that guy's work in that way, because then we open ourselves up to a lawsuit. So nothing personal. We don't want to make any kind of a moral judgment here. It's just litigation. So what can a lawyer sue you for in America? Anything. That's why you need tort reform also. It all goes hand in hand, because anyone can sue any company for any reason, any slight. They can say that's racism, that's whatever. They may not win, but you're allowed to bring the lawsuit. And so everything becomes, hey, Doug, this is just to avoid litigation, but we're only going to censor your speech, not the speech of that rainbow-haired guy over there telling kids to become trans. We're not going to limit his speech. See, that's what must be defended. It's your speech saying traditional family is the only ideal, is the only form of family. There's only one form of marriage or whatever. If I say that, that must be destroyed. Now, here's Jerry Seinfeld on. He's still confident on what we must do, guys. It's not the end of comedy. You can still be funny, but you have to go independent. You're not going to be able to work for one of the studios and have a panel of 14 people see if what you say is still funny. If you want to be funny, guys, it's great time for humor. Like Jerry Seinfeld said, we need it more than ever. But you're not going to be able to hide behind a studio and get some big brother to endorse you and pay you a bunch of money. Go independent. Here's Jerry Seinfeld.
They move the gates, like in skiing.
Yeah.
Culture, the gates are moving. Your job is to be agile and clever enough that wherever they put the gates, I'm going to make the gate.
You're going to be agile and clever, because it's not just being good at humor anymore. It's not just being good at your art form. It's not just being a skilled writer isn't enough. A skilled animator isn't enough. A skilled actor isn't enough. You have to find the gate and run it through the gate. That's going to require some tactics and some marketing. I'm Doug in Exile.